Hi everybody, welcome back to Cids Modern Life, Season 2, Episode 157 with me, Cid, and last episode we made this. We put together the cinema from Jurassic Park. It's not very dark and I think these must be letting light in. Coming through here, we still need to decorate in here, but this is including these blocks over there. But we put in an observation area. We got the various things there. I've turned the magnet off and we can observe the genetic scientist stood on top of the freezer together. Now, I have currently got some samples in I think I've got 3 in, and what I have done is I've put a whole load of stuff into these. The owner of this locker and this locker has got some explaining to do. That's an awful lot of fish egg. In here we have our raptor egg, and over here we have our various DNA samples, and as I say, we have set these off. So I've got a Calican, I'm probably mispronouncing, that's an Allosaurus, and that one, hey, we got a zombie horse and a Phalosaurus. I don't remember even having that in there. Okay. Can't actually see. How tough are you? Not very tough at all. Slimy though. Okay, well, 2 failed. This one is still going, as is that one. Let's thanks. Yeah, I did know about the Phalosaurus. We have now got a Phalosaurus flesh. I think we may be able to use that in the analyzer to get actual normal mobs, which is different, as well as maybe something else. I don't know. Nautilus. Yeah, we can actually analyze that, which is interesting. Not vastly interesting, but it is interesting of a type. These are still ticking down because obviously we need the plants, and I need to go and grab myself a couple more of those and we can try those again. So this episode, I want to try, now this, don't laugh, I want to try and keep myself on target to a time. There are a couple of reasons. One is because at this time of year, for my actual day job, you know, the one that really pays the bills, not doing this, I have a lot going on. University intake season, the students are coming back, and oh, wow, excellent. I was hoping we'd get a Tyrannosaur because I've already got 1 Tyrannosaur, and I'd like to not destroy one of them when that's the only one I've got. When I've got 2, I'm happy. Anyway, so this is built, and this thing here is sifting those through. Anything I put in there gets sifted and processed as well, and I can come into here. I can definitely take all of the sand out of there and send that all back. We can clear this out basically on a periodic basis, and you know, I don't really need potatoes, for example, or carrots, but we'll send them back because you don't waste stuff, you know. As my grandmother would have always said, the starving children in Africa would have been glad of those carrots. Now, she probably wouldn't have said that about a carrot in Minecraft, to be fair, because, you know, A, she wouldn't have understood it, and B, you know, needless to say, a digital carrot, not much use to an average person. So yeah, we've got eggs, we've got everything put away over here. We need to start thinking about decorating elsewhere, putting some more lighting in, but I would like to try and get, oh, we got you, excellent, you're still going, and we got that one, cool. In fact, yeah, Tyrannosaur. Bonk. Well, we got it in there. I would like to get a T-Rex sooner rather than later. Now it occurs to me that as we're playing modded Minecraft and we've got more mods than just, you know, the dinosaur mod, there are options available to us. I'm just going to go and pop these away for now. And I like how they've got eggs for the birds and reptile eggs for the non-things. So we need to look at breeding dinosaurs. Now, needless to say, I've got a T-Rex, and the likelihood of getting another T-Rex is fairly slim. I also do need to do something about these Nautiluses getting up on this thing, and I think what's happening is they're coming up and then they're swimming off of there like that. So I have an idea here. I'm just going to go and that's my fish for... Nope, not that one. It's alright, I've kind of consolidated, and if you've ever consolidated your supplies, you'll know that should stop them swimming up the waterfall. It looks a little bizarre, but if it stops this bizarre behaviour, then I'm all for it. Because, you know, they're not supposed to hang around on the edge like that. So we have got a lot of decoration work to do in here, but I would like to turn my attention to the outside a little bit before we continue inside. And I have got a whole load of kitchen stuff. Pardon me. I have got a load of kitchen stuff to go in the kitchen. Obviously we can get the restaurant done over here. We can get all this all lit up properly, and we can get the giant skeleton and all that stuff doing. But that's really not getting us to the point where, yeah, we want to get to, which is, well, let's not beat around the bush. We want to get to the bloody dinosaurs. That's what we want to get to. We want big pens with honking great dinosaurs moving around in there, and T-Rexes and the likes. And to do that, we need to get a road system. We need to finish off this thing here. This needs to become much more things. We'll probably have probably bring the road right through the middle, all the way over to here. And we'll probably have a pen there for something. We'll have a pen on this side for some things, so you even get in the display before you even get through the tunnel. But to do that, we are going to need to break out some of the big guns, and we are going to need to get our building gadget for definite. We will probably want our... That is not what I wanted. We probably want our honky horn. To just clear us some space. And we will need, obviously, materials from our dank knoll. So that's not a bad start. Let me get clearing a little bit of this area, and I shall be back with you once I've kind of leveled it off and got to a certain point. See you in a moment. Alright, tunnel's taking shape. I'm just kind of shaping this hillside a little bit to give us some more space on this side. I'm going to shape the other side as well. It occurs to me that we should go and check on our dinos as well, because God only knows what's running around down there, if anything. But we will find out. We have a T-Rex. We have a Compsognathus, whatever he is, and we have an Allosaurus. Excellent. We've got lots of eggs. Right, so we need to hatch an egg. I'm going to go with something small for the time being. We're going to try this little fella. And I can't remember exactly how these work, but I think, well, you used to, I'm fairly certain, just stick them down with a torch and they would do their little hatchy thing. However, we probably want, this is not where it's going to live, by the way. and we actually should know this. Let's think this through. The Compsognathus. I'm going to look him up. Compsognathus is a little bipedal carnivore. Okay, right. So it's that. It's a little chicken dinosaur, isn't it? I'm going to go get the feeder and we'll get that set up with him, some food for him as well. So back in a second. All right, we've got that. I've got some fishy, so we'll give it. We'll just give it a couple of stacks of fish. That should fill it up reasonably well. We'll put that back. Again, this is not permanent. This is just a solution to an immediate problem, which is where do we hatch said dinos? I'm going to hatch him here, right next to this. We'll stick a bit more food in, and we shall pop the egg down. And just to be on the safe side, I'm not entirely sure, we'll stick a torch. It's a teeny little egg. And while that hatches, I'm going to continue landscaping and tweaking the entrance area out here. So what we are going to end up with is a kind of an area around here for the car, and then we'll have the road will go either direction for the displays, and obviously we'll have the displays elsewhere out there as well. And as I say, I don't know how much I'm going to get done this episode, but I am insistent that I do want to at least start getting my dinos sorted. So I'll be back in a second. Oh, look at him, he's adorable. He's so tiny. I need to find my Dinopedia. I need to... I don't know anything about him. He's just a little tiny adorable cutie pie that happens to be a cold-blooded ruthless killer, but you know, you can't just judge things by his diet. I mean, good grief, if we ever did that, well, how would we deal with humans? Right then, little fella, hello. You had a little num on that? You look like you might have done. He's not grown. He's not fully grown. The elegant jaw may be an adorably small creature, but is truly an opportunistic carnivore with bad attitude. Length of 1 metre and a height of half a metre. Some manage to grow to the size of turkeys, but not much larger. Commonly called a Compy. Several fossil finds of this creature are lots of things. It's small frame, blah blah blah. Okay, I'm gonna let it grow up because he's so tiny. Yes, you are. You're so cute. Yes. I guess you're not going to stay that cute, but that's fine. I've still got landscaping to do anyway, so we'll leave him to it, and I shall be back in a moment. Alright, this guy's reasonably large. He's getting bigger. I've kind of put a little bit of more foliage out there. We'll get more done around here. There, we've got the road through as far as this side. What did I pick up then? Nothing important. And I need to do more landscaping over here, fill this thing in, and I've got some plans over here, but I don't know whether I'll get them done today or not, because what I need to do is I need to come up with a way to get more dinos without having the issue of having to get... Yes, I know, you're very cute. Without having the issue of getting more DNA for the dinos and then the thing. So I have an idea. I should have somewhere in here a cyclic items bag, which should contain... Actually, I'm going to need more than that, but you get the idea. So we are going to head first off back home. Now this is probably going to lag like hell because I haven't been back here in ages for one, and this is a large chunk of real estate to load. Yeah, this is a biggie, but we want to get some monster balls. I would like more than... For these ones, for the Compies, I think I'd like a few more than 3. 3, so 18 should be enough. I don't think I want 18, by the way. And then we're going to go and we are going to take and pay a quick visit to here. I'm like, is this the right place? I'm not sure whether so again, haven't been over to these places in an absolute age, but we set up a couple of things. We set up a squid farm, which this thing basically will ranch that squid until he's, you know, blue in the face. On this side we have got a mob duplicator, we've got a wireless redstone, we've got a quantum tank with a reasonable amount of essence in it, and no mass killing system. So we are going to take out the squid and we're going to pop this in, and then what have I got over here? I can't remember. We'll put the squid away and we shall turn that on, and then we can simple as that, really. How many do I want? More than 4? Probably do. So let me just put some of these away for a second, and we'll get a few more together. Now these guys are fairly small, so I don't think they're going to need a very large pen, because obviously small. So I think we'll do a small pen near the compound for these guys, something where within walking distance basically. Maybe a petting zoo. No, probably not a good idea. But there you go. Let's have a they seem to be quite tired, either that or hungry. I think that will be enough of those. So what we'll do is we'll take that one and we'll head back with this over to the ranch. Now on the way back I'm going to call, I think again these are only a maximum of 1 meter long, which is basically about the size of a block, so chicken sized will probably be the correct size to talk about. So where to put the we also need to think about that, don't we? Yes we do. Where to put these guys? Well, we're going to have a road, and the road is going to head over this way for starters. So we've got caves and all sorts of stuff to fill in, but right now we're actually going to we're also going to pop in here, grab our cyclic items and put those away for the time being. Actually no, put them away. And this road will just keep going straight that way, and I think what we'll do is we'll put a compound in here. I think that's just for the compies. I'm also going to use some jungle trees in the area as well. I know we're in a savannah, but you know, don't judge. Well, judge all you like actually, because you know that's how we all learn and gain and grow, is by being judged. Oops, that's fine. We'll do it like that, I think. I say I don't want a huge compound here anyway, so I'm thinking like from about there we'll go that way, then we'll continue this way for a wee bit. I'm very tempted to just completely strip out this. So yeah, in fact that is what I will do, at least for a reasonable distance this way. And once I've got that down, I'll be back with you in a second. Alright, we are back home. We need to pull some stuff together. I need iron bars. I need lots of iron bars, more than 12. So we're going to make iron bars, more than 12 of them. We're going to make several stacks of iron bars. In fact, I should have really brought something with me to So definitely iron bars. That may or may not be enough, I don't know. We need some LV connectors. Connectors, LV relays actually will do the trick, I think. Let me just do 2 lots of those. And I need LV coil. Craft me 10 of those. That should be a reasonable sum. Let me just find myself some space. What about lighting? Lighting. If I were lighting, what kind of lighting would I want? I want some ferns, that's for definite. Yeah, so I probably want those as well, but yeah, let's not. Prehistoric ferns, how do I get them then? Infected ferns, fern flower, yeah, none of that helps. Okay, let's just leave. Oh, we'll take some more of those, which was inadvertent, but there you go. LV, grab those, that should be enough of those. Grab those, and I've got some arc lamps. Question is, do I want to use them? The recipe's not that bad actually. Nope, we're going to stick with what we got. Oh, there was one thing we wanted before. Right, let me grab this. I need a shulker box. I nearly forgot the most important ingredient. I'll bring some more iron bars with me now. Now I can fit them. I'll have them. Right, iron bars. More iron. Iron bars. Bang, 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 bang. We're not going to be shy of these. We're going to want lots of them going forward. I have turned off dinosaurs breaking blocks weaker than iron, because I don't want them destroying the displays I set up, and B, I don't want them breaking out. So yeah, if I want to play chasing dinosaurs around, I'll be playing the Jurassic Park game. I want a feeder. No, we've got a feeder, you say. Yes, we do, but I want another one. Make me just the one, thank you very much. I also want to make an ender chest. I want 2 ender chests. Start, and I'm going to mark those, and I'm going to want an exporter. Start. I'm going to want a fish. Yeah, we might as well work with what we know. We've got fish. Let's use fish. Oh, and I need what am I doing? I'm going to just get a bit of red dye, I think. And we are going to mark you like so. The final thing I need to check, apart from before we run off and do things, is my cables bag to see if we have got any item extraction. Fluid pipe, item pipe, but no item extract. Okay, that's fine. So item extraction is the usual thing. We've made so many of these that I shouldn't really even need to look up the recipe, but there you go. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to come back through here. We are going to find ourselves a wall, handy wall like this. We're going to place down one of these chests with the that, and the exporter is going to export fish. That's all it's going to export. There will be another exporter which will have a white green, which will be for veggie stuff. Not sure what we're going to use for that yet. Probably wheat, but we'll work it out. And that in theory should be more or less everything we need. So let's head back. So we got this complex, we've got all this compound. I've buttered it up to a cliff wall, so you know we are making an assumption that these little, I've left that box behind. Okay, before we do that, let me go back and get the box. I'll be with you in a second. Alright, so with the box, the first things we are going to do is we are going to chisel these up to being a barbed wire fence. Chicken wire fence, mesh fence, call it what you will. It is essentially a metal wire fence, and we will take this all the way to the top. Again, I have no idea what the distance these guys could jump, so we're going to have fence, and that will go all the way around. Now in theory you should have access. What I may do is put like a door access in, but again, this is not Twycross Zoo. People are not, you know, the zookeepers in, well, that's interesting, I did that wrong. That should have been 5. I'll live. You know, so the zookeepers, even in these big zoos, know, you know, not to go in certain pens unaccompanied, and they know the animals that they're dealing with. And you know, if you just look at the Jurassic Park series, there was none of the keepers knew what they were dealing with. They were things. However, this is an electrified fence, so we can quite easily pop those on the top. Now I will do the rest of it, I'm just kind of, and then of course we can connect these together to indicate things. Now what we can do from here is we'll get some what's the word I'm looking for here? We'll get some telegraph poles and we'll carry the power across, and we'll get a generator building somewhere, maybe up on the hill. It won't actually generate power, but it's going to be a pretend generator building. And yeah, now the last thing we need also to consider is this, and I'm going to put this 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put this about here in the middle, and that is going to be getting steadily full of fish. Doesn't really have to go very fast, and if it does, then you know it'll things. Now we'll up its transfer rate to say a half stack, and nothing's happening. And then I want to make sure, so what I want to do is I want to place my feeder here. It's not working. No, damn it. Okay. Oh, that's bloody annoying, isn't it? Okay. That doesn't want to play nicely. That's fine. We can work with that. I have other ideas to work with. I'm not a one-trick wonder. I've got, oops. I definitely got all the building blocks and tricks. So let me just see about fixing that problem, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, we have a solution, I believe, and that is hopper. That will pull fish out until it's full, and then it will just sit there and pull them out. Now, it doesn't look very immersive, so what we shall do is we'll probably, let's start off with a bit of that. We'll just surround this in a bit of concrete, I think. maybe a bit like that. That's all right. It's not unpleasant. We can also go in and maybe use, I don't know, maybe a little bit of this on the top just to kind of blend it in a bit. As long as they can't climb on it and get out, that's fine, isn't it? But it just blends that in. It's a little hut with a feeder in it. It's another reason why I don't want the things to have the, breaking. Anyway, let me just finish getting this done. I'll put a little bit more foliage around, and I might put a little bit of prehistoric foliage in while I'm at it. And I think we should be good to call this one then. Well, we'll put the compies in as well, obviously. And we'll see how they go. Sounds like a plan? Does to me too. See you in a moment. Alright, all that remains now is to release the compies. Oops, sorry Mr. Compy. And of course, the original. And there we have them. Compysaurus running around in his little habitat. And eventually, oh, they are so cute. Now that is great. It's full. That will always remain full at the back. Wow, these things are growing before my eyes. Oh, what's the matter with you? You sleeping? If it is, it's an adorable sleeping. If it's dying, no, they're having a sleep after their feed, I think. All right, well, let's see if we can't get a screenshot for the thing. I've not recorded how long I've been recording. I'm gonna guess it's about time, but there we go. We've got the Compy enclosure. Room for a big enclosure over here, big old enclosure. Don't know what that will be next. We need to move on. This is getting lit, and I've used some of these little modern. It's kind of the mixture of the modern with the old, and it works. We'll use this just for hatching a few more. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.